this should be working. Miking, checking, miking, Michael. Hi Mike, hi Mike. This is a check of the mic. Okay. Let's start the stream. First off, we need some takenoko. Takenoko. Hoshi. Get some energy. I'm wasted. Nighttime stream. No one's watching. Let's share this. Excuse my loud noises. Okay. Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Where do I go? Updates. Add everyone. Live now. Edit this, fix this, should be fine. Get on the server. Hi, yo, hola, hi, Schnitty, J Alex, Adapalta, Gaza, Gaza. Let me just quickly put this on let me just quickly share this on LinkedIn, quickly. No one's gonna see it, but let me just quickly post call and show live now. DevIppo. Sorry, a bit of a mess today. This whole last month has been a mess. Sorry for the thank you guys for coming. Any advice for casual Japanese interviews? I'll get that to that a little later. I remember that one. Gaza says here, I'm here for some job stealing. Oh, he wants to steal jobs off Japanese people like I have been doing for the past 9 years. Very good. Join me. Alton says Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Very good. Rindy says, what are the tech jobs that are high in Japan? Okay, there's a lot of questions in. I'll remember them, type them, write them down, and we will get to this shortly. Let me just resize. Let me resize this. You don't need to see my face. You need to see. Oh, geez, not that. You don't need to see my face as much as you need to see the screen. There's not much happening on the screen. Sorry. Let me get this all sorted out. Happy New Year to everyone. Hope you had a good rest during the holidays. I didn't. Busy being a father. Father time. Okay, so let me get this all sorted out here. I'm going to maximize that. Okay, this is some reason. Just a second. Yeah, I'm really slow these days, so you have to excuse me. Really slow. And I've got to get up my code editor where I write some notes, where I can remember the questions that you guys are asking me. What is up with this? Sorry, this is taking me forever to set up. It should be in a second. Yeah, it's been a bit of a mess. Very busy, really busy the last few days. Sorry for I still haven't done the pleb DevIppo server. Please wait for that. I'll explain everything shortly. And yep, this is a nice stream. Cheers to you guys. Happy New Year. I've got some whiskey in my hand, the same whiskey as I was drinking the other night. Someone gets triggered when they hear me drink and sneeze. Watch out, guys. People are getting colds up there. Yeah, I'm sipping on some whiskey here. Some cheap, what is it called? Johnny Walker's Red Label. The cheaper version. I'm not going to eat the snacks now on stream. You can't even see. Katage, potato chips. You can't see it. It's a night stream. This is the late night stream. Spooky night stream. Late night spooky stream. So maybe this is really dark for you guys. I apologize, but I think you don't really need to see my face. Probably a bit too loud, but you don't have to see my face perfectly. Look, you're not here for my face. You're here for the information. So where's the chat? So I'm here for Geza wants job stealing. We're going to talk about job stealing today. We're going to talk about, as you can see in the thumbnail, the H1B and its relation to Japan. Am I stealing jobs from Japanese workers? That's an interesting question. And some people on my server were quick to tell me, no, you're not. No, you're not. And yeah, I could be. And maybe I'm not. But it's good to have these types of discussions as a foreigner in Japan. And if I said, are you stealing their woman? Then you can say, okay, no, you're not. But then, okay, maybe you are stealing their woman. Okay, I want to get these questions up on the right side. I'm here for job stealing. Any advice on casual Japanese interviews? I will answer these during the stream today. What are the tech jobs that are in high demand in Japan? And yeah, feel free to ask any question. I'll try and copy and paste it into my notepad, whatever I'm using, my text editor. Greetings, Ori Easy. Raiden says, they took our jobs. Yeah, they took our jobs. And this is something interesting to talk about too. The whole they took my jobs, it's you think about they took my jobs as a redneck. Raiden says they took my jobs. You always think of this from like South Park or some redneck, but you know, it can happen to anyone in any industry from now on. This is a time when visas are easier to get all around the world. Wait, I might be too loud. Yeah, I might just close my door. So we're going to talk about that today. And look, I don't mind talking about these topics. I'm not immune to opposing ideas. That's not the right word I'm looking for, but I'm not protected with my golden idea that everyone must understand what I'm thinking and everyone must agree with me. Even though, thank you, I know you guys all agree with me about everything I talk about. That's awesome. Thanks. Ritso Guen says, "Can I get a Discord server, please?" Yeah, you gotta wait for that one. It's gonna take a while, and I want to talk about this too. A lot of people want things for free, and the problem is, I have dependencies. I have some npm packages that you gotta continuously update. The upkeep is you spend most of your life trying to update these dependencies and look after them, meaning, you know, children. Out of Plata says job stealing is the best. Yes, it is great. I've probably stolen a few jobs, to be honest, through LevTech. Some other Japanese person applied for the same job I'm doing now, which means, in that sense, if they chose me over a local Japanese worker, am I stealing a Japanese engineer's job? That's the question, guys. A real quick question now. I think I'm too loud for the baby. So that's the question now. Am I stealing? Let's go check. Level Cap Gaming says got a PhD in computer vision here in Japan. Just graduated and now working as working as cybersecurity for automotive, doing security investigation on Trend Tech. Salary range from Okay, you give me your salary range of a job you're looking at. Oh, you're getting paid 3.5 to 4.5. That is quite low. That is quite low in Japan. That is, but you're a fresh graduate, so you're worth nothing. Hardcore Japanese, I'll talk about this too in this. Look, you guys are giving me great things to talk about. Look, I'm going to open up the Discord chats too, so people can jump in and say their 5 yen. Hardcore Japanese say spicy take, but foreigners taking peanut jobs are making the job market worse for everyone. Oh, that's a spicy take. Spicy take is foreigners taking peanut wage jobs are making the job market worse for everyone. Ooh, baby's crying. Maybe I'll close my door. Any scope for QA software testers? Look, by the looking at your name, you probably don't speak Japanese, and then you just want to know, where can I go around the world to get employed? Usually I can't help those types of people. If you're that person, I am not connecting with a lot of people because they're just coming to me with these questions where they don't even research anything about Japan. And that's what pisses me off about Pleb DevIppo. It's Pleb DevIppo. That's what's pissing me off about the Pleb DevIppo, which I have closed, is that you get like just guys living in huts, right? Guys living in huts, trying to take my time, trying to DM me and ask me for all these demands. And you have no interest in Japan. It just pisses me off, because I'm a nice dude and I'm going to give you a lot of answers and I'm going to be nice for you. So that's the West. That is the West. Pretty much that I'm acting like a Western person, acting nice to every single person and trying to be nice, just being nice to everyone and giving too much. Then that becomes a weakness, which I have to cut that weakness off. I have to cut it out of my system. Being a weak Westerner, I have to be a based East Asianer. I have to be a based East Asian, not a soy Westerner helping every single person who comes up to his door knocking for help, because I've got to pay for diapers and things of that nature. But Pleb DevIppo will be up again. I put a note there, and if you don't want it, you don't have to come here. Look, there are great servers out there that are free. WebDev is it WebDev Japan? WebDev Japan, and also Tokyo Dev. Tingawal says hardcore Japanese, that's kind of racist. Why is that racist? Why is that racist? I don't see why hardcore Japanese is being racist. Foreign taking peanut jobs. This guy's reaching. Why is everything racist? It's kind of racist, he says. It's not racist. I don't see which part is racist. Whenever people use these kinds of words like that's sexist, that's racist, something, they don't have a really strong argument. But yeah, spicy take, but foreigners taking peanut jobs wage jobs are making the job market worse for everyone. Yeah, it is probably bad. It is probably bad that people are working these peanut jobs, because it also means that middlemen increase. The increase of middlemen there's like 3 layers to a peanut job. And the engineer who takes it you allow these companies to do it. And then now that, because they hire a guy for 3 million yen a year, they can go, oh, look, Tyrone, we're paying you nearly 9 or even some cases 10 million a year. Why don't we just pay a peanut dev a quarter what we're paying you? Or 1/3, at least 1/3 of what we're paying you. Look, this guy's ready to rock and roll. He's ready to work overtime for 1/3 of your pay. And it does happen. And I know guys working in these peanut jobs. Anyway, we'll continue on. I have a whole list of things I want to talk about today, which I'll put at the bottom here. No, I'll put it here. Today. I'll just call it today. So, am I stealing Japanese dev jobs? That's too. So that's the one of the topics I want to talk about, and I will have the Discord
on in DevIppo for people in Japan. It's something I want to ask, and that is relation to the H1B visa issue in America. That is an interesting, spicy topic, which when you hear people when people keep talking, they usually expose themselves. They expose too much. They show all their cards. Okay, let's go. Level Cap Gaming says, my PhD was more into AI security. Amazing. How about some Discord mods and channel visibility settings so you don't even need to search? So there's the problem, Tigao Lao. You say, what about you turn your server into every other trash server out there? Discord mods? Great. You know what? They will ban you just for asking that question. I wouldn't ban you. I don't ban anyone. That's why I had to stop the server, because I don't ban people. I let people speak. All the retards from America, or the Zoomer retards, are coming in talking all this nonsense, which I used to talk. I was a retard like that. Watching UFO things. Okay, that's an extreme case, but yeah, great. What about we get some mods who don't believe in what I believe, and will most likely have their own agenda and channel visibility settings, so you don't even need several servers. How about you are banned to ever enter any server? How about that? And this is what I don't want in my server. How about this? How about that? Yes, I am fully bullying this character, which is thank you for coming on the stream again. I've seen you on some of my other streams, so thank you for watching. This is all kayfabe, by the way. I'm just playing a heel, and everyone is playing along. So yes, anyway, that's that topic. Today's topic: am I stealing devs from Japan? A Discord server. The problem of Discord issues, and I want to get some people in the stream if anyone wants to jump on and say something. If not, I'm just going to yap. There's also some people here who might want to have a one-on-one, what do you call it, consulting here. It's for free still. One-on-one consulting. Tell me the issues you're in, and I'm trying to keep this for in Japan. I don't want 10 million people who live in a hut to call in. I'm kind of done with that mode right now. People won't pay for something that was initially free. Carlos says, yeah, then that's fine. Carlos says people won't pay. Then that's what I want. I want people to not come. The point of this, to be honest, is that if you don't pay, that's fine. And if one person pays, I will give my attention to that one person. And look, $5 per month is nothing to me. Even if 50 people join, that's $250 a month. Do you really think I care if I make $250 helping a bunch of plebs around the world? Anyway, that's that. So you don't have to join. You can just come into the stream and tell people say that people won't pay. I'm a full-time software developer full-time web developer in Japan. Why do I need $5? I don't even need it. Look, I might as well just terminate the server now. Who cares about it? DevIppo's where it's at. DevIppo's where everyone's at. DevIppo's where it's at, guys. I'm sharing job postings of interesting companies in Japan. Okay, there's a lot. Company spotlight, showing different companies that pay quite well. Referral systems I'm trying to make, company reviews. We're just starting that up. Maybe no one would do it. So I'm fine. I'm good with DevIppo. It's free because I know the quality of the people. Everyone's quality. About 90% of the people. Pleb DevIppo is all over the place. So you pay for my time. That's how I see it. Anyway, why even bother? Who cares? So today we're going Discord issues and the call-in show. I don't know if the guy living out of Tokyo was one topic I was going to go through, but yeah, it came up in the Discord server and I could not live out. I don't think I could live out of Tokyo. If it's not Tokyo, it's like Okinawa or Hokkaido. Evening, brothers. Morning here. I think it's in the US, right? Morning in the US. Early morning in the US. So we're 24 minutes deep into this, and I need to... People are yapping on the Discord server, so we'll go back to... Where am I going? We're going to go... I don't want to show the Discord server too much. We shouldn't be showing that. We're going to go to... Am I stealing Japanese dev jobs? This came to my attention thanks to a video made by Mr. Samuel Hyde, who I think is a comedian in the US, talking about the H1B visa issues. And it's easy just to dismiss this and say I'm not, and it doesn't matter, and you're overthinking it, and then it comes the issues of you're racist. Like it's always this kind of, and you're that, and because you thought of that, you're this. Like there's never, okay, keep going. Is there any empathy? No, there isn't. It's just you're racist, or something like that. And it's pretty funny because everyone who say that to me is usually a white guy from middle class. I never get told that by any what Americans call it, colored. I think that's what Americans call it, colored people. I don't know what Americans call it. I got to be careful what I call things around here, because Americans have words for each type of person. So whatever is the correct way that Americans want to call it. Yes, I'm bashing Americans right now, but anyway. So am I stealing Japanese dev jobs? I don't think anyone really wants to talk about this besides me. So look, we're going to do this unless someone wants to jump in on any other topic. 35 people. I doubt anyone would be. If there is an American watching this early morning, I would love to hear your thoughts. People of color, is that what Americans call it? Is that what are you American? Is that what you call it? BIPOC? What's BIPOC? See, I don't even know what what you guys Americans are doing, man. Like I don't know how to be an American. So Penny says, how do you focus on UX and UI? Okay, look, I'll add up all these questions and answer them later. And Gaza says, Americans would not survive in Australian construction. They won't. But I also think, Gaza, the American construction site is the same as the Australian construction site. I think we're not talking to people from construction sites. We're talking to middle-class white men, or middle-class, what we call people of color from middle class who learnt the gab from middle-class white people. I think that's who you're dealing with if you're in the IT space. They don't really have a mix demographic of friends, and it's not just the mixed demographic of the skin color it's also demographics of lower income friends, which I have a lot of, lower to mid. Most of mine were lower. So that's why I don't understand this middle class talk. This is middle class talk to me. Anyway, so we're going to talk about... Okay, let's remove the racist part, because that's not a topic. The topic is, am I stealing Japanese dev jobs in Japan? Let's go through this. Let's go through this seriously. Streamer mode is on. Whoa, that's bright. Oh my goodness. Kampai from Caesarea. So Raiden says, no, I'm not. BIPOC, black, indigenous, and people of color. People of color? What is a colored person? Am I? I'm half Samoan. Am I colored? Kane says, Kampai from Caesarea. Hey, Kampai, I've got myself some whiskey here. Whiskey on the rocks. It's a thick whiskey. It's a heavy whiskey. Hey, Kane, you got to get the Caesaria's corn soup with bread. Yep, you dip the bread into the corn soup. Tastes great. Woodchuck says, "You're Tyrone, the man of the house. First live." Hey, Woodchuck, congrats. Hey, everyone, can we get a congrats, Woodchuck? He just got his first tech job in Japan. Can we get a clap emoji? How do I do a clap? This guy's been working his ass off trying to find us. Okay, I got to choose a skin tone. Oh, geez, he's oh, this is difficult. I don't want to use the wrong skin tone for Woodchuck. This is difficult. You remember when there was only one skin tone? Okay, wait, I'm still trying to choose a skin tone. Yellow one. That's Asian, is it? Oh no, wait, I can't say yellow's Asian. That's racist. Oh, geez, these hand claps. Yeah, I'll just use that hand clap. Clap, clap. Congratulations, you did it. Now you're gonna work your ass off to get your foot through the one foot is through the door. Now you got to get the other one out, over, in. You got this. Just go balls to the wall, man. Just go hard. Just go, as the New Yorkers say, ham. Is that what New Yorkers say? New Yorkers say ham. Go ham. Flutter, backhand, Jenkins, CI/CD. Awesome. Good on you. Good job. Geza says, good point. They wouldn't survive one there either. Yeah, I think the middle class is always at war with the lower. Like you as a middle class, you never want to be considered a construction worker. That's low. That's like low IQ shit for them. They're 110 IQ. They're in the offices. Yellow is neutral when it comes to emojis. Thanks. It's like a cartoon character. Woodchuck says, yep, everyone can do it too. Yep. You just got to find your path. Find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Something like that. Isn't that what they say in the movies? I need a sparring partner for this idea that someone's talking off topic. Am I stealing Japanese jobs? What is this in relation to Japan, to HB1? If you are out of Japan and in the pleb DevIppo, then feel free to jump in. And look, when I say this stuff about like middle class and I was raised in a lower class family, so that's the angle I'm coming from. Everything I say this is not communist talk. Okay, this is not communist talk. I'm just saying every angle I come at is from a lower income family becoming a mid. So I'm coming up. I've raised myself in the ranks. That's basically every idea comes from that angle. And I'm also a bit of a spaz. Is that allowed? Can I say spastic? Is that allowed? A bit of a retard. Can I say that? Did you address the Discord issue yet? Okay, so let's do the Discord issue first. And I will do the Discord issue with a slide, with a drive using slides. I don't know why I like using slides. Okay, so we're going to address the Discord issue. So the Discord. This is the Discord issue, guys, and we have to address this. Aichi, right? Aya something says, what job hunting platform did you use? Congrats again on the job. Ayachi, whatever name. Wait, Woodchuck, you found it from a Discord server engineer, right? From a DevIppo engineer. I personally try to give a CV to two of the companies I know that hire Go engineers, and both of them said, one of them said they're busy, they don't have space, and the other one said they needed someone with 2 years experience. Aya, that's the one, Aya. Never heard of Flutter, not a fan for Jenkins compared to other options though. Never heard of Flutter. You've never heard of Flutter. This guy's never. Okay, is that normal to never heard of Flutter? You have to be working in software development to understand or know what Flutter is, right? So Discord issue. This is bright. This is bright. Bright like a diamond. Okay, let me just check this one up. Let's just you don't need my face as much. Let me put this down here and let me get me. Yeah, that's a great shot in the dark. So, okay, let's brighten. Oh, nice and bright. You can see me from the side. Discord issue. The Discord issue. I don't have an issue with. Okay, so I have no issue. Discord. So we have. First off, the only reason I'm using Discord is because it's. So why use Discord now? You're gonna ask me, oh, why are you using Discord then? Why use Discord? Why use Discord? Why use Discord? It's free, easy to use, many options. Should I keep telling you why? People already use it. This is really loud typing, guys. Sorry, this probably comes out really loud on the speakers, on your earphones and speakers. I'll try not to be so loud. Why use? So there's no point of saying why use Discord. That's a stupid question. But the problem I'm having with Discord. So you have DevIppo Discord, which is honestly, these guys are awesome. Nothing bad to say. Not that pleb DevIppo as its entirety is bad. It's not bad by default. It's not a people in pleb DevIppo are not bad. But the problem is, oh geez. So I must just say pleb DevIppo Discord and DevIppo Discord. Okay, where should I start? Oh yeah, so what happened is my screen froze again, and it happens all the damn time. Okay, sorry guys. Here, Discord issue. I don't know why I'm writing it here. So pleb DevIppo I have no issue. If you want to see what's happening, and if you're out of Japan, you want to see what's happening in pleb DevIppo. I mean in DevIppo. Just a lot of talking, suggestions, hunting, referrals, job postings. With incomes, I'm getting the latest jobs from my friend's service. I post company spotlights, people chat in general, and there's currently 378. I want to kick out most of these guys who have not. I want to kick out a lot of people who have not verified. So let's just say 350 around. You have around 350 people, and I've never had to kick out or tell off a dev in Japan. Never had an issue. Okay, sometimes people will talk a lot, but that's good. That's good for a server. But the problem with pleb DevIppo is people who live in huts want everything. There's no soft. There's no warm up. There's no, hey Tyrant, I really like your videos. I've learned so much. I especially like this video when you talk about this X, Y, and Z. Could you explain that? There's nothing. It's just, hey, can I watch hentai and can I help me come to Japan? It's just like this horse. But it's not everyone. It's like, I think I better shut my door. It's like one out of 10 people, and that's enough to annoy me. One out of 10 people, maybe 2 out of 10 people, or it's just, oh man, I'm interested in coming to Japan. Okay, great. I work 8 hours a day, and I have a busy lifestyle. What do you want? Do you want a friend? Do you want a friend to talk to? So, you're not pleb DevIppo, you're not bringing in the best. And I'm sorry to say this. I'm not sorry to say this. I'm just tired of plebs. Just absolute plebs. I can't help you. You can't be. Some people just can't be saved. So people, I live in a hut. I have M5. I want to work. IT in Japan. It's like you know I have a channel talking about all the stuff. Or you don't even check. If you check the there's no one's in there. If you check the welcome, I have a whole decision tree. If you were serious about coming to Japan, you would read and figure out how would I come to Japan as a software engineer. You'd look at all these options and go, Tyrone, great. I saw the decision tree. I think this is my route. Anyone on the same page? Like there's nothing. It's just give me free tendies. And that's a lot of people like this. Not all. There are some really good guys, and look, there are great guys in there. That is the reason I do want to keep it is for the great guys out there, the good people. Where okay, this guy's serious and he's really trying his best. I would like to somehow help this person, but to help this person, I'm doing it all for free, and I don't have time anymore. I'm changing diapers and shit. And that's why I said, if you don't like this idea that I want to make it $5, you should go to look. There's a good guy who does who has a Discord. What's his name? Web Dev Japan, is it? Web Dev Japan, right? Look, I'll shout out to this guy. He's a great guy. He's got way more subs than me. Look, Web Dev Japan has a Discord server. He has a Calendly. I'm not in this Discord because I don't want to look at other people's Discords. I'm too busy with life. But look, Web Dev Japan guys, look, I'm going to put the Discord. Please provide Discord. Look, people are lazy as sin. Yeah, people are fucking lazy. Sorry, I'm just checking the discussions now. I hear you typing violently. Yes, I'm typing violently. Daniel Nation says, wondering if you'll get any kickbacks for those jobs you suggest in company spotlight posting. You should encourage people who apply to mention that they got their referral from you. Daniel Nations, the referrals just hey, if you get the company job postings I post all the time here, which I get from my friend's service. Look, some of these jobs you pay quite well. If you get a job through them, if they say where'd you get it, just say DevIppo. I'm not getting kickback or anything. That's like 1 year from now. If this server goes well, maybe I might. But for now, the truth is, I want this server, DevIppo, to be the best tech server for foreigners in Japan. That's all. That's my main goal. Things like money, things about like all that stuff, that will sort itself out later. Because it's not going to be some one-off. Okay, cool. I want to make 10% of whatever you sign up for. That is, I would like to think of a long-term solution, my own long-term community. I'm trying to build a community, right? Of course, eventually, somehow I have to monetize, but it's not, I work full-time, so it's not a big issue right now. So anyway, where am I going now? Where am I going now with this? Lemon says, they shout out from Africa. Do you go to Osaka tech meetups or organize some? You're in Africa and you're in Osaka. I don't go to Osaka so much. Not my place to be honest, but sometimes. 2 out of 10 is far high a rate for hentai loving devs. There's a lot out there. Tigu Well says, you need a tech job in Japan to join the DevIppo server, or is interest enough residing in Japan though? No, because the problem with that, even the problem now, in Japan, people with zero experience Oh no, thanks. I'm not. Oh no, sorry. I didn't want to. Sorry, I don't want to get in there. Let me quickly shout out to, if you really want a free server for everyone, just go to this guy's here, Web Dev Japan. He's a great guy. Look, he's got way more. Look what connect with me so I can help you learn to code, take next step in learning, get your first tech job, freelance gig, spend at least a few years in the industry and get that 100k salary. Holy shit, this guy's got a 100k salary. How the hell is this guy? I thought he just joined programming like 1 year ago. And he's selling Pokemon cards. Why is he in the 100k salary and selling Pokemon cards? Why is he on Calendly and he can get the 100k salary? I'm a bit confused. But anyway, that guy's for free. He's got a lot of subs. All this type of stuff. I don't really know, but personally, I don't watch his stuff. But he seems like a nice guy. Okay, that's for that. If you want free for foreign people outside of Japan, go to that. But look, my server has legit engineers, guys. I'm telling you, way smarter than I'll ever be. So it says here, now I'm going to check the comments section. Aya says the mindset of not even wanting to learn Japanese says a lot about them. Yeah, they just, I don't know, why you just wake up and say I want to work in Japan. Is that how it works? Maybe it does. I don't know. So the problem now is in Japan with zero experience. Look, you guys, I'm not trying to be mean, but if you're in Japan with zero tech experience and low-level Japanese, I can't help you. Watch one of my videos and look, watch one of my videos of how I did it in 1 year and you can do the same thing. That's all I'm going to say. Because if this type of guy comes in, look, we have woodchuck. Woodchuck is all we need. Then we'll take another 2 guys maybe. But to have a whole bunch of English teachers, Woodchuck's not an English teacher, but to have a whole bunch of English teachers come into the server and go, hey guys, so I have this problem when I filter through an array. You know, it's just like, bro, this is not the place. Go to Tokyo Dev. Tokyo Dev has a server. Go annoy Tokyo Dev Discord. Go annoy Tokyo Dev Discord. Where's the Discord? You want to join the Discord? I'm not going to go. I don't support, no thanks. I don't support what the guy supports in there. You want to go there? Go to here. Hey guys, they have heaps of money and jobs. Go to there. Tokyo Dev. Ask them for money. Just go, hey, give me money. DevIppo sent me. So yeah, I can't do that. Why? Tyrone, why did you give us everything for free? Thanks, Tyrone. Oh, great. Oh, you want to look after your family and have a nice life? No. I live in a hut. Give me everything for free now. You're racist. They do that. They'll do that to you. They will do that to you guys. They'll do that to you in New Zealand. Come. You should. Hey, we have 1 billion population. Tyrone, help me. You're a racist New Zealander. You have a population of 5 million people. Let us in. Okay, this is getting based. A bit too based. Calm down, Tyrone. But okay, the point being is that in Japan with zero experience and low-level Japanese, I can't, guys. Just you have to pay me a lot of money now. You better pay me some money a month, and I'll look after you. What about that? What about if you're in Japan with a low-level, low-skilled person? When I mean that out of respect. Respect the people who work hard to learn these skills. Respect to people who, like Woodchuck, who spent a whole year trying to learn Go, making servers. Respect to people who really put the effort in. But if you just come and I did HTML, I did CSS, oh Tyrone, you better help me now for free. Get out of there, man. What the? If anyone's working for, come on, just stop it. So what I do? Okay, here. Hey guy, and I mean this honestly. Give me some money a month. And I'll help you out every week. Once a week, we'll have a 1-hour call. Oh, that's pretty cheap then. That's pretty cheap. Anyway, something like this. It would have to be something like this. But to be honest, if you have to pay me this much money, you're cooked because this information is for free. So anyway, that's that. Daniel Nation says, I think a lot of servers have these issues. You need moderators. Yes, the problem of moderators, though, is that they could be soy. Code Clay says, hello, Woodchester. You can literally see the name of YouTube channel. You can go there. You don't realize that you can do things yourself. They feel like they need instructions to achieve anything because that's what they're being taught throughout their education. Yes, you don't need permission, guys. You don't need my server to go, man, you can do it. You don't need me to do it. If you need me, it's like my YouTube comment section. Where's my comment section? I'll show you some interesting comments of people. Okay, some annoying comments. I'll show you one of the most annoying comments. Okay, here's another annoying one. Drinking sounds are triggering for some people. Shut up. There is one person asking, like, okay, I'll show you people who are done, absolutely done. I've got to find the comment. Come on. I've got to find it. Just a second. Just a second. Guys who are absolutely cooked, who I cannot help. No one will help me. Or I cannot help you. I cannot help you if you're this person. Where is this person? I don't mean to be mean to him. I'm just trying to be honest. Okay, this type of person here. I'm a full stack developer. I want to create an IT company such as a software house that focuses on freelancing. Would freelancing be a good Why are you asking me these questions? Can I successfully close projects and acquire new ones in Japan as a freelancing company? I've watched many videos. I can't help Ali lead. Okay, Ali, sorry mate, you're cooked. Where's another guy? I can't find them, but please advise us how to get a job in Japan. This person, Real Men Eat Steak, is done, and this type of stuff comes into the pleb DevIppo scene. And look, you might think, oh, it's just a comment. Yeah, but you're reading it, and because I'm a nice New Zealander, I'm going to try and help you. But no, watch all my videos and you will find out. Cheers. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. This one here, too cooked. This is pleb DevIppo shit. I am shit at IT, but can I go out and earn good money? This question is cooked. So, look, I don't have time to babysit plebs. You're responsible for your own life. You take the risks and chances. You take the time out of your day. You take the whole weekend to understand how to clean your room, like Jordan Peterson says, clean your room first, or some shit like that. Okay, I'm ranting. I'm going full rant mode. Okay, Gaza says, I don't mind throwing a few bucks as the info you have given has been valuable. Currently studying my ass off to get over there later this year, but I would likely leave the server as need basis. And that's Gaza's right. Gaza is right here. You can leave the server. It's only it'll be $5 a month, and it'll be through the coffee system. So once you just stop the subscription, you just won't see the server. You want to spend $5? You can do a Uber Eats, make $5 on a Uber Eats, jump back in. You spend more money on OnlyFans and other stupid, degenerate things. You spend money on alcohol. What good does it do for you? I'm just trying to promote my server now, but spending $5 to get insights in an industry that when you go to another server, Japan Dev, Tokyo Web Dev in Japan, pulling out the 100K move. I just saw it before, pulling out that, I'm making 100K. I don't even say that. So you're going to get guys telling you stuff that you don't even know if they're really true, but at least you know, when I say something in this chat, I've got 350 people working IT in Japan. Okay, not 350, probably more like 320. They're going to check me, and they do check me, and that's great. I can't just be running around talking out of my ass. So, where am I going with this one? Yes, Gaza. Yeah, that's how it'll work. If you want to jump in, you jump in for a month. If it's useless, you get out. Or you spend $5 on some whiskey, which you can't even afford. Whiskey, that's more than $5. I'm not going to eat on stream, sorry. Yep. Aya says it's kind of ironic, since you need to be able to be independent and autonomous as a developer. Yes, that's so true. Aya, so right. You have to find the answers yourself. And ChatGPT is going to give you a whole bunch of answers that might not be right, which is why you have to learn yourself in many cases. Matt Hindle says, don't believe everything you read. Woodchuck is crying. Lamau 404D says Lamau. Foxon says, hi, even zero is optimistic. Years of apprenticeship do not even count. Audrey says, how the hell do you move to a different country without being at least a bit proactive and independent? Well, look, I want to talk about there are cooked gaijins. I want to be honest, I'm not trying to knock people down here. I was English teaching 10 years ago, okay? And I met cooked gaijins in Japan. They know they're cooked, and that's why. And I can't help them. You just can't. You guys know. You guys went to the hub or something. You went to a bar and you met a guy who's been. Look, I'm not trying to. He's bitter about Japan. He's been here for a long time. Look, I get it. We're all bitter about Japan, but at least I can pay my bills and go on holidays and look after people. You know what I mean? Like, I can enjoy the good parts of it. But I think there are better gaijins in Japan, and I have to point them out. But they're English teachers, and if there are English teachers in this chat, you know what I'm talking about. You know I'm talking about you, and I'm not pointing you out to make fun of you. But this is like the easiest job to do in Japan. You get paid more than junior devs, some cases, and you have a responsibility in Japan. Though it's a good. You're doing a great thing, though. That's a part. You're doing a great thing, but you're not getting paid much. You're getting paid Niju Goman. So I don't want to shit on English teachers too much, but there are them. Military guys, and okay, look, I'm pointing out some people I'm talking to. Military. I don't know how to spell. Look, I'm from the lower class. Okay, I don't know how to spell, who cares? So that's English teachers, military, like priests. Like I've also met someone who's like an ex-priest and he's like doing AI stuff. Priest. Like there's all these types of guys who like, they're just absolutely cooked. They can't do anything. There's no one's going to pay you 5,000 yen an hour. I mean, they probably make a lot more in the military, but once they get out, they're cooked. What's another one? Spouse visa guys with no skills. A lot of these guys coming through to the Plev DevIppo, and I don't want them in, not because I'm mean. I am a bit mean here though, but you're going to drown this. The server's just going to feel like they're going to ask all these questions that you go, shouldn't you have learned that when you're 30? Shouldn't you learn that when you're 25? And yeah, there are a lot of cooked gaijins in Japan. The sad truth. But there's cooked people all over. Around the world is cooked. Okay? The have and the have-nots. And, you can keep going down that rabbit hole of poor and middle class. And glad I got out of that. Anyway, Matt Hiddo says, no Japanese, no skill or experience. Apparently no introspection either. I.e., what do I have to offer? And yeah, that's true. That's a lot of people come to me with nothing to offer and asking for me to give as much as I can. and you can't do that. Your life will turn into shit. Which is why when people are doing it for free, you have to ask, why is he doing it for free? Why is Tyrone doing this for free? Can anyone tell me why I'm doing this for free? Does anyone know why? Tigaul says, I have 8 years experience XP after my apprenticeship in my home country. Stop assuming. I don't care. Who cares? No one cares. No one cares. Oh shit, Woodchuck says, yeah, I made so many net HTTP servers. Yes, you did, and good on you. You're learning, you're proactively learning, and you're very humble about it. And that's why people will like you, and they want to work with you. Or hopefully you keep your job. Okay, Fahad says, I watched the live stream from the beginning at 2x so I can catch it. Oh, thank you, Fahad. Thank you for 2xing my live stream. You should do it. It's a bit slow. Sorry about that. Oh, you can watch it later. Kevin Weth says, people tend to think they can cheat their way out by paying when they only need to put the time and effort, as everything is free on the internet. Absolutely, Kevin. It's all free. It reminds me of I'll show you. It reminds me of one of my videos which I made when I came to Japan a long time ago, quite a while ago. I made this video. I was traveling, I was digital nomading through Nagasaki, and I made this video here from 2000. I had $2,000 in my pocket from New Zealand, and I don't know what I was doing 15 years ago. Okay, geez, I'm gonna go on this boat. 30k. So I made this video. I went around Nagasaki. Well, this was 2 years ago. No one watches this. Like 687. That's fine. But I was walking around talking about how I came to Japan with $2,000. I had to be what's the word I'm looking for? See, I'm slow. I'm low IQ and slow. Okay, not frugal is not the right word, but I had to be frugal. But I had to do with what I had. And I think you can tell some people aren't the smartest or the brightest, but with what they have, they really try and get to wherever they can. They try to get where they want to achieve their goals with the minimum resources they have. And that's basically what this video was about. And I had to look at forums 15 plus years ago. We didn't have all this Discord. We had YouTube, but you couldn't find so much information. So anyway, just my rant. Too many rants. We need to chat with people. Give job. Look like a parody. Akasaka Kona says, if you're unskilled where you are unskilled everywhere. Being in Japan doesn't change that. Absolutely. That's why I can't help majority of people, because it's not, look guys, this working IT is not easy. Even smart people say it's not easy. If smart people saying it's not easy, what about plebs like me? Of course it's going to be even more difficult to grasp concepts. Nerdy Dump Production says, I kind of now get why gatekeeping might be a better approach. Yes, because look, if I have 350 decent, or not decent, that's the wrong word, skillful tech workers talking about living and working in Japan, this is a great community to have. It's high quality. But if I just suddenly if I merge these two together, it's an absolute mess, and that's what it was like a few months ago. And I'm glad I split it up. But that also means now that if you're a pleb DevIppo, if you're out there and you do want help, I will have a place for you. And most of these people on the right here will be kicked. Because I don't have time to help someone in a hut. Unless you're really trying your best, and I will help you out. I will help you out. Why? Well, why am I doing this? Anyone can ask, why am I doing this? Anyone can anyone answer, why is Tyrone doing this for the past 2 years? What's the point of all this? Oreo Ezeki says some people can't make the commitment to learn programming language, yet they think they can make the commitment to move to another side of the world, into a completely different culture. Yeah, and that's why I'll stop doing the call-in shows for Plev devs, because it's just look, bless the guys who called in from around the world who live in a hut. It was great content, but it's not one of those things you just think, oh, you wake up, oh, I'd love to live in Japan. It's just not one of those things. There was a Mexican guy I interviewed. He was an interesting case because he actually comes here to travel, and he really likes it here. He's applying, and he's realizing that his Japanese is not good enough to work in Japan. That's the type of guy I like to help. Fox said it out. He said it out loud. So what did I said? Cooked English teacher talk is too real. Yes, it is. Because I was a cooked English teacher, guys. For 4 years, I was getting drunk, getting wasted on the weekends, going to classes. I don't even know what I was teaching these kids. I wouldn't trust me with your kids, not because I'm not like I'm not Joe Biden with these kids or anything. I'm not like what is it, Epstein and all that shit. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like I was out partying all the time. You don't want that kind of person around your kids. Smell like smoke and alcohol, partying up all night, coming to class half like hangover. Like, you don't want that person around your kids. Okay, we're talking about something else. But cook teacher is my retirement plan. You insensitive clod. Cooked English teacher is a great retirement. Look, I'm not saying if you're happy teaching English, do it. Like, I'm not. It's just if you only teach English and you come to me looking for help from zero, it's like, mate, you've got a long way to go. You've got a long way to go. And I've met people who goes, oh, Tyrone, I want to do this and this, and I go, yeah, then go do it. Why are you asking me? What do you want from me? You want me to tell you whether you can or cannot? It happens all the time, and interesting. YouTube bloggers that don't want to work a real job cooked. Yeah, YouTube bloggers in Japan. There is a guy on YouTube lately. He's been quite popular. There is a guy recently, American guy. He's quite funny though. I think he's interesting. I can't find him. I can't find him. But there was an American. Oh, this guy. I don't know what he does. He's interesting. I don't know what he does, but look, he's got way more subs than me. But I have no idea what this guy does. He's entertaining. He's entertaining. Maybe that's all he's got to do. But I can't help him in the tech space. He's just got to quit all the stuff and just study for like 1 year at least. But yeah, there's a lot of streamers in Japan trying to make it, and I respect the hustle. It's not easy. I know an English teacher, Fleet says, I know an English teacher who's been here for 7 years and still can't speak a word of Japanese. Modern English teachers are a different breed, man. Yeah, and English teachers don't speak Japanese, and that's the part which I was scared about when I was teaching at the third year. I was like, geez, I got to get out of this. Don't. But of course, I knew some Japanese teachers, English teachers in Japan who spoke way better Japanese than me. They were great. But in general, you won't be practicing Japanese every day you'd probably be so tired after work that you wouldn't want to spend your hours looking at kanji. Part of working holiday people are cooked too, though. A working holiday visa, yeah, but working holiday visa, I think they're just here for fun. They go back to their country and carry on with life. You forgot the Japanese majors. Japanese majors is not so bad. You're talking about Japanese majors. Japanese majors. Okay, my screen is freezing again. Japanese majors. Japanese majors are not cooked. Because you have the foundations to continue on in Japanese. You can get your N2, you're fine. You can jump onto N1. You can go to sales. You can work sales in Japan. Some type of gaishike. You can go recruiting for like some bilingual. So there are options for you. So I wouldn't say, look, I'm a Japanese major. I would say it's useless in most cases. I wish I studied computer science, but I don't think I would ever make it into a computer science major, just based on my education. I'm a high school dropout. Japanese majors is not cooked. You have a lot of options, but if you don't have Japanese and you're this top area, that is cooked. You really have to pull yourself out of the whatever you're in. I don't know if it's a gutter, but because some guys work at universities. If you're an English teacher at university, that's a different level of English teaching. I think you get paid at least 6 million, 7 million yen. So, I mean, you can still live a decent life in Japan with that. Let me check the chats. You guys, thank you so much for all these comments in the chat. I really like seeing you guys yap, and I like reading it, even though I'm really slow at reading. ISH reminds me of some people like that who think paying makes them accountable, but they don't put in the time and effort. Paying for Japanese lessons and Udemy. Yeah, there's a lot of Udemy guys. Yeah, there's a lot of gaijins who do Udemy. And look, if you're reading this and you're getting triggered or you're getting hurt feelings from this, then you should be hurt. This is painful stuff to hear. You should get hurt when someone who may have walked your path tells you you're doing it the worst way ever. You're doing it the hardest way. The hardest way is always the shortcut way. Mate, forums 15 years ago were superior in every way to the present day internet. Yes, Matt. I went to a forum 15 years ago and I just looked up, okay, I have a degree in Japanese. What can I do in Japan? I need to make money ASAP. And there was like people saying, oh, look, I did it this way. I got my degree. I went to Japan. I taught English and I moved on to something else. I was like, okay, great. Thank you. Thank you, that guy. And it wasn't Reddit level soyism. The level of soy in Reddit. I don't think it was like that in forums before. This is a new breed of internet people. I'm 37, so I've seen a bit of internet, but not too much, but I've seen a bit of the internet. Hardcore Japanese abundance of info has made people paralyzed, overstimulated, and unable to introspect. That is true too. That is true. I've seen quite a bit of that. Analysis paralysis, overthinking. Fleet says, to be honest, I think it's even possible to learn Japanese from Udemy or online lessons. It's understandable that people rely on those approaches. People who rely on those approaches will fail. Randy says, when are you going to answer my question? Oh, sorry, I got to check your questions now. Randy says, what was your question? Okay, I'm going to check the questions. Any advice for casual Japanese interviews? No advice. Just be yourself and speak nice Japanese. Don't be too polite. Just be a gaijin. You're fine. You don't have to go super polite. You don't have to use keigo.
What are the tech jobs that are in high demand in Japan? All the tech jobs. Raiden says, they take my jobs. Ritsu says, can I get a verified... Okay. Someone's asking me, no. Okay, I think I answered everyone's questions. Any scope for QA software testing? If you're asking me about QA software and you can't speak Japanese, don't even talk to me. Delete your account. Delete your YouTube account. Never chat ever again if you ask a question about Japan and you don't speak Japanese. Is this harsh? This is a bit harsh. The reason it's harsh is because most of the jobs of things like QA software, the English job market is tiny. You got to stop listening to people telling you it's amazing and there's jobs everywhere. There are, but it's not for you. And if you're in my chat, you're probably not a fan guy. Okay, where am I going with this? Let me check the chats more. Christian says, I'm planning to go in Japan in 2 years. Based on your experience, do you think it would be better to focus on studying Japanese or improving my programming skills? That's a good question, Christian. Thank you very much. Go to Japan in 2 years. Based on experience, you should focus on studying Japanese and then have subpar programming skills. Japan, in 2 years, Japan's not suddenly going to start speaking great English. But it's very possible that suddenly they can improve their programming skills. But still, focus on Japanese first and then programming second. Then once you get here, you kind of flip it around. You just work in a Japanese IT company. You just cruise with your Japanese. You'll learn it in your company. You'll be forced to. And then you'll improve your programming skills and you get into a better company. Two years is enough, but if you're from zero to learning Japanese in 2 years, unless you're doing full immersion, I doubt you can even get N2 unless you're really putting in a lot of time and effort. Oh, sorry, my screen's shit. I don't know why. I have to figure this out. OBS freezes. OBS freezes, sorry guys. What American vlogger are you talking about? I think I just showed it before. Young James. Interesting character, but I mean, like, you got to keep doing this until you go viral. I don't know how he's making money. I don't know what visa he's on. Interesting guy. I mean, I wish him luck. I wish him all the luck because he's really trying his best out there to make some type of interesting content. But, you know, would I pay him 5,000 yen an hour to do something? No. He's a professional yapper. Good on him. All the best. Godspeed. Hey, from Croatia. Awesome. Croatia's awesome. Never been. I've got a full-time and working holiday visa, but yeah, most people are here for fun. Yeah, that's true. Japanese majors are cooked in their own home country. Yes, if you're in your own country with a Japanese major, it's pretty useless. Matt says, I have a degree in science and linguistics, Japanese. Don't stop me working 2 decades as cybersecurity contractor. Didn't stop me. Very good. Alcon says, I'm a self-educated HTML, CSS, JavaScript. I made an invoice app on 21 languages, and one of them is in Japanese language. If you have time to connect with me on Discord so you can check my work, this is what I'm saying, guys. Alcon is asking for free stuff. Out of just, hey, give me. Look, I can tell you have a lot of people in your Discord, but please, sir, please. And I think that is the hardest way to go at it, because when you do that, no one wants to help. Yeah, Redditor is considered an insult. Hey, being a Discord mod is probably just as bad.
the third one. And that's the Rendy is another one. Rendy, with all due respect, if this is your question, what are the tech jobs that are in high demand in Japan? First off, what do you do? If you do something in your country, you should try and do that in Japan. Don't tell me you have N5 and you have no degree, or you have N5 and you graduate next year. Like, I can't help you. Oh yeah, shit, I gotta do call-ins. Yeah, I'm gonna do call-ins. Oh yeah, Daniel Nations is Daniel Nations. I don't know if I can say where you're gonna work soon, but I would like to hear your story. Streaming rooms open, Daniel. Streaming rooms open. Hey guys, listen to Daniel's story. I don't know how much he wants to tell, but interesting. Maybe he was cooked like me when a few years ago. Now he's doing well. He's doing his thing. Yo, that's cool, dude. Your screen froze when you were talking about the American vlogger. Had a hunch you were talking about James, young James. Yeah, James. Yeah, great camera presence. Yeah, you can watch his stuff and just good. I mean, I'm not watching his stuff, but I saw one of his videos. I thought he was entertaining. Good on him. You should be. Oh shit. Wait. Oh, damn, no. Sorry, Daniel. It's open now. Can you hear me? Oh, jeez. What's happening?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, great. How's it going?
How's it going? Thanks for joining. Finally.
No problem.
So,
Thanks for having me.
yeah, do you want to, where do you want to start? Do you want to talk about, were you cooked before?
Yeah, definitely.
How bad was it?
Oh man, it's as bad as you want to imagine. So originally when I came to Japan, I guess, do you just want to hear my story? Is that
Yeah.
interesting
Tell us your
for people?
story. Yeah. I want to hear.
All right, cool. So yeah, I came to Japan in 2011. Actually, I originally came in 2008. So the first time I came, like the economy collapsed basically while I was here. And then when I came back in 2011, the earthquake happened. So I don't know, me coming to Japan just it's bad luck.
2008, right? You came after 2008?
Yeah, that's right.
The
So
Lehman shock or whatever that was, right?
right. So you were mentioning earlier something that kind of triggered a memory for me, but I had a professor actually who had come to Japan with nothing, no intentions or no plans or nothing. And I thought that was a really cool story, so I wanted to try it.
Yeah.
And when I came in 2011, like I think you mentioned you had $2,000 originally?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, and I had like a credit card, and that's it.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was scary, but I came on just a tourist visa, and thinking that maybe I could figure something out, and really, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
You can't. You're not supposed to be able to get a working visa from a tourist visa without leaving the country or something, I think. But because of the earthquake, they kind of made an exception and hired me when they weren't supposed to hire me at an English school, because all the teachers were going back to their home countries.
I left during when the earthquake happened. I left for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
But
I went down to Nagoya for a week.
But I came back because I knew that because New Zealand was quite boring. I was like, okay, I'd rather just take the damage. Like whatever's going to happen, I'll just accept my fate.
Right on, right on. Yeah, I went down. I was chilling with some interesting people in Nagoya at a guest house for a week, and then I came back. So yeah, I worked English teaching for 2 years, and then I worked for public schools for 2 years. Um, and then after that, I had met my wife after the or during the first year, and then I got a job with her dad at his like home business, and doing like hardware repair. And then after that, I got a job at IBM and worked in server rooms. Um, so yeah, it was just progressively more desperate. Like desperation was my motivation the whole time.
Can I ask
Um,
you, what do you do in a server room IBM? It sounds cool. I mean, it
oh
sounds hot,
yeah,
but it sounds like a lot of fun.
the IT hardware sector is an area that people really don't consider very often when
Yeah,
they think about moving to any country, I guess, because there are cloud services available in most countries, so there are server rooms in most countries. But it's actually really cool. Just the kind of stuff that you can touch and like
yeah.
handle is it's doing billions of calls, like these giant switches and things, that are handling like insane amounts of traffic, and you're picking up like hardware that's worth millions of dollars. Yeah, it's a cool area. I recommend it if people don't think that they can make it in software, or that it's not for them.
But do you need Japanese to work at an IBM server room?
No, it's all English. Very American job in Japan, to be honest. So when I was one of the last employees that they hired directly, because they ended up doing outsourcing, like what do you call it? A placement company.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway, so that's an option for people if they're interested. And there's good people there too. But it's like English teaching in that you kind of feel trapped because your options are pretty limited. But it's not like English teaching in that the money's pretty good if you can stay there and work your way up.
Yeah, it sounds solid. I mean, the hardware, like you're never gonna get rid of physical things. Like you can get rid of my JavaScript code, and it's pretty useless. But you can't get rid of
Yeah,
physical things.
that's true. That's true. Yeah. So yeah, there's always going to be hardware jobs, and they've been increasing, I think, recently, just because, the demand for compute is
Yeah.
always there.
So,
But
so was it
anyway,
the hardware? Sorry, the hardware repair was like a year or two. I'm guessing then server room, IBM a year or two. Like you did a few years each.
that's right. Well, at my father-in-law's company, I was actually working for Uniqlo. I don't know if people know, but in Japan, staff in like a shop, they always talk to each other over these little walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
So he managed to he got out of the corporate world because he was just fed up with his boss, or something way back in the day, and he managed to sell a cheaper version of this walkie-talkie to Fast Retailing, which they own Uniqlo and GU.
Yeah.
Um, and so he made a business out of that. And then anytime any of those broke anywhere in Japan, they would mail it to my house, and I would do a little soldering open it up, do a little soldering to fix whatever broke, and then send it back.
That's a pretty cool job. It's so
Yeah,
niche.
it really was. I was super lucky, and I got really good at it to the point where I only had to work like a couple hours a day usually,
Sweet.
because just run it through the pipeline, Anyway, um, so at the server room, because I worked in Saitama,
Yeah.
and it was a new IBM server room, and it was not very busy. So we had a we had all these computers and a really nice connection and lots of free time. So I ended up studying for like a year and a half AI stuff, and then through that I learned Python and finally got a Python programming job. Uh, but the thing, oh, I should warn people if you're actually considering working in a server room, they often do shifts, like shift work. And that was killing me, especially because we'd had our first child, our
Uh,
first baby.
Geez.
Yeah. So and
This
it
is not
would
a work from home thing. This is you got to be there from, I guess, like a night shift, day shift. Like there's probably three shifts, right? Like three
right,
8 hour shifts a
exactly.
day.
And when I first joined, they said it was going to be stable, and then after about 4 months, they started doing rotations every 6 weeks, I think,
Yeah.
which is like it's like getting jet lag every month. It
Yeah.
sucks so bad. Anyway, and because I live in Scuba in Ibaraki, the commute was rough. It was like an hour and a half each way.
Oh, geez.
Um, yeah, but despite all that, I liked the job, and it gave me the opportunity to study, well, not Japanese, the Python. So yeah, through that, my wife found a listing in a newspaper, and that's how I got my first programming job.
Newspaper first programming. This sounds like
Yeah,
you're living like 20 years ago or something.
I know. It was crazy,
But how
but
long ago was this?
that was 5 years ago. So I quit the IBM job in 2020 when COVID hit because I was riding in really packed trains every day,
Yeah.
and we had a baby, and I didn't want to like get COVID and give it to
Yeah.
the kid.
True. True.
But yeah, it took about 3 or 4 months to find that programming job, and that was things were getting tight there at the end. Um, so, but I made the switch, and that first job was really not paid well at all. It was like English teaching all over again, but for programming.
Was it like need you
Uh,
son or something, or even less than around that kind of?
yeah, basically, I think it was 225 mon a month or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, but from there I got into Rakuten, and that was like trial by fire. Like I learned so much that job. Um, and I wanted to mention that people, if you get the opportunity to join a big company where they have like some really experienced people, um, definitely learn how to be humble because you can just learn so much so quickly from people like that, even if they're complete assholes, which they were.
Yeah.
Rak- Rakuten kind of has a reputation. I don't know if you know too much about, but yeah, from there I got into freelancing. So here we are.
So the thing about Rakuten, I know that some people give them it gets a bad rep, but I mean, it's a large company. I'm pretty sure you can learn quite a good amount of how things should be in general. Like, I mean, if you go to a small company, you're making like Niju, whatever, some like kind of small dev shop, they're probably all over the place with documentation. But I'm guessing, I mean, Rakuten is probably all over the place with documentation and coding, but it's
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
better shape than a small little dev shop and, some dude running with his friend. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to be probably exposed to ideas or how
Oh,
business works.
that's so true. Yeah, and also they have high expectations in terms of like test coverage and using linters that are fairly new to make sure things because they're so big that they have to accommodate for junior developers that may have learned some weird things somewhere, so they have a lot of linters and checkers that kind of.
Yeah, it's something I've also noticed myself working with smaller smaller teams, like really small IT companies, and I was working with my last company I was working with was a what do you call it cyber agent, and they're really strict with things like same thing with linters and test coveraging. Documentation's quite strict. So these kind of things, when I say that in an interview, they go, "Oh wow," the startup goes, "Oh wow, you did that." We didn't even do that. It's like, yeah, I had to do that. It's a good thing, I think. Yeah. Oh, I can't hear you. You're fine. Okay. Yep. I think just one guy there. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, just give me a second. I'm just trying to see. Someone's saying no audio for us. I don't know. I don't know what's that. Just a second. We should get Woodchuck on. Yeah, I've got OBS here. I'm trying to. I didn't touch anything. We can hear you, but not the. Oh, okay. So it's something I have to do in. Just a second. It's something I have to do in Discord. Let me check. User settings. Jeez, I don't know how to do this stuff. Just a second. This is not good. It was working fine. Yeah, this is looking really silly. If I didn't push anything. Should we? I'll get out of the room and get back in. So wait. Yeah, get out. If that works, then get back in. I can hear you, but I'm trying to get if. Input, output. Oh, is it? So maybe. Oh, I think I know what it is. I have because it's in display capture, it freezes.
Yeah,
It
yeah, yeah.
freezes, and because it's probably using that screen. I think it should work now.
All right, cool.
The screen froze, so I'm guessing the Discord's a part of the screen.
It sounds like something might be overheating here.
Yeah, no, it's all. My laptop's not making any noise or getting hot. He's back. Yeah, I think just when the screen freezes, Discord freezes.
Yeah.
So I have to reset this scene screen. But anyway, yeah, let's get back into it. You're back. Cool. What was your question to me about the freelance part?
My question is because there's such a big stigma in Japan against the job hopping in general, and it's so common in IT, especially if you're a freelancer. How do you approach that, or how do you structure your resume to where you can kind of sidestep those kind of questions in a
Okay,
job
so
interview?
I'll show you exactly what happens. Now, I think I better share my LinkedIn with my history. So I think that best explains what happens.
Gotcha.
So this is how it, when I show my experience, and I'll tell you what I made for each. So let's say I had, I worked my way back from the last project. So I was making this project. It was all in React Next, and it was for, I can't say the company's name, I think, but it was for a large manufacturing company. So when I say the manufacturing company's name, and I say in the interview, I worked on this project until it was delivered, right? Let's say I was helping making new features for 7 months. That's what I said in the interview, and they asked me all these questions like, okay, what did you use? And everything I used is what they're using. And the problem is now that they can't find people who have experience with, let's say, industry standard or latest technology, or like the one before this, I think this one here was a chat bot for Honda.
Oh, hey, I'm going to start working for them.
Yeah, but I was between a middleman for this project.
Yes.
So this company had the project and I freelanced via them. So when I say in an interview, okay, I made it in React, and I'm guessing hundreds of workers in the US will be using this chatbot. So there's reliability there. Okay, Tyrone made something of importance to foreign users, and hundreds of users, a lot of money was being used. So I think there's like a story to be told with the tech stack, not just the tech stack, but who's using the end product, I think, if that answers your question. So they don't care now. Tyrone did this for 9 months. He made a product from scratch to delivery. And I think that's what sells as freelancing.
Gotcha. I have also noticed in the past couple jobs that I've had that this tech stack matching. Well, my experience is basically in a perfect match for both of the jobs that I found. And yeah, it's the same story. They just need somebody who knows how to do this stuff, and if you've got the experience, then they could really use the help, basically.
So when you think of it this way, okay, now I'm going to ask you a bit hard question before you talk about the other parts. So when I say like, am I stealing Japanese dev jobs? For let's say I applied for the same job through LevTech and I get it over a Japanese, would that be classified as I'm taking a Japanese worker's job or a possible Japanese worker's job?
Yeah, I think it necessarily does. Because, I mean, if you think like the H1B conversation in the US, people will very easily include or very readily include that kind of a event as foreigners taking American jobs, right? And I think in Japan there's a similar conversation going on where people say that all these foreign IT workers or whatever workers are taking Japanese jobs. And whether it actually is true in the sense that a Japanese person would be willing to do or able to do this job in the same way that you could is not necessarily the point. It just feels like they could. It feels like you're taking somebody's job, but really, I don't know. It's a complicated question.
Yeah, because I'll give you a little example. The project I'm working on now, it's quite a large project. Will be used all around like airports and supermarkets. And I'm one of there's two lead front ends, me and another Japanese guy. And there's one also a younger junior dev. And look, these guys can't find React engineers. That's the bottom line for them. And if they're getting paid, a ton of money from this large corporation to make this software, they have to ask me, right? They have to go LevTech, and LevTech is charging them an arm and a leg and giving me whatever I can get. So, yeah, I mean, it's business, right? I mean, they can't just find a guy working at a convenience and say, hey, man, I'll teach you, come to this company for 2 years and learn how to write React. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense for a company.
Right, right. And yeah, it's like you said, all that front end confusion, like framework stuff is job security for you. So right
Yeah,
on.
yeah, it works. But so, can you can you share where you're working next? Is that you just said it before, right?
Yeah, Honda.
How did you
Actually, I don't
get?
know if they would appreciate being named. Oops.
Just say a car company from now on.
Okay, so the car company, I managed to impress people in it. Really, all of the jobs that I've gotten, I did it by being personable in the interviews, and that's how you get your foot in the door. And then if your skills match, then you've already passed like the initial filter process, the AI like resume checking thing, and then yeah, if after that your only real job, unless they actually hit you with a technical interview, like a test. But then after that, you just got to make them comfortable, and then they'll like you.
You
In my experience.
sounds like you should be tech sales or something.
Yeah, yeah. I was very interested in that video you shared with that guy who mentioned that you can make a lot more money selling tech than actually doing tech. That's
Be-
interesting.
because there is a ceiling with incomes I mean in tech there's a ceiling, or there's a to make an extra 10 or 20% of your income you have to do a
Right.
lot more work, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But anyways, so about the car company you're in now, was it hard to get into the car to that company compared to the previous you, because you're at LevTech before, right? Then you did that for
Right.
a while, and then now you're going to go into a car company. Was it easy or
S-
difficult to get into that?
So both that and Rakuten had surprisingly short interview processes, which I think if you're a large company, that's just the only way you can do it, especially when you need to hire a lot of people. Because I think there's this kind of an arms race between employees and employers around how to interview, and it's in the best interest of companies, or they perceive that it's in their best interest to have a really lengthy, excuse me, like hiring process. But in reality, you just got to take a leap on somebody because you can hire somebody over months of interviews and they can turn out to be just as bad as if you just guessed. I feel
Mm.
like it's such a crapshoot when you try to hire somebody.
And it's also, I'm guessing, for a company, if you're hiring, let's say there's three guys, and you're putting all of them through a ton of interviews, they could be they could be interviewing for another company and get it a lot faster. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to think of the company side. Like they kind of, in a way, shoot themselves in the foot. Okay, look, there's I think it's Money Ford or Money Tree. I think Money Tree, but they have like 5 or 6 interviews or something. I saw. Like this is crazy
Yeah.
amount. Like, why would you go? Japan has so many jobs. Why would you do that to yourself?
I actually, I think Money Forward Heisei, I got to like the third or fourth interview step where they did in-person interviews. And I was having I was having to write Python on a whiteboard, and it was
Oh,
yeah,
geez,
that
that's
was
painful.
yeah.
So sorry that you had no coding test then for the actual Shane job,
No,
right? No coding test.
no coding test. Same with Rakuten.
Yes, for my
Uh,
cyber agent, I had no coding test. There was like a 1 hour interview, and I just asking me all these technical questions, and I just had to answer. But it wasn't like tell me an algorithm. It was like, okay, so if this happens, what would you do, or what tests are important? Like there's kind of unless you've never done it before, you wouldn't know the answer, and that was it. And I got the job.
a funny thing that happened to me is multiple times they would ask me about a switch case in Python, which is that's like a JavaScript thing, right?
Yeah, we use it in JavaScript, but I don't use it. It's not a wow. I don't use it all the time kind of thing, but I would use it in some cases. Yeah.
Anyway, it's like a gotcha because if you answer, then that means you're not really a Python developer, you're a JavaScript developer. But I would always say like I don't know what that is, and then that was the right answer.
So you're in a good situation then from now on. Is that how you're seeing this? Like, okay, sweet, you can basically retire in this company.
I really hope so, but they're only hiring me via contract, so keyakusha. And there's a limit. It's 5 years. So if you can't get hired directly before 5 years, then they won't. It's some legal thing. I don't know exactly what it was, but my first programming job had the same issue, or the same constraint. That if I got my contract renewed 4 years or 4 times, so 5 years total, then after that they wouldn't offer me another contract.
Is it?
But
Mm.
I assume this job will have more opportunities to actually get hired directly, or even just having the contract thing on my resume would open up a lot of opportunities, I think.
Yeah, because like I think I shared before in a job posting, I don't know there's like Toyota Technologies or something. Like I'm not saying you're going to go
Oh
all the
yeah.
way to Nagoya, but I guess once you have a few years, 5 years in any car company, every other car company would want you, right? More or
Right,
less.
hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My end goal is to work at Tesla and then retire.
Oh, nice. Yeah, make that money.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. In Japan, or they have Tesla in Japan, or would you
No,
have to
I
go
don't
back to
think
the
so.
you have to go to the US then?
No. Well, I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility, but in reality, I think we're gonna stick in Japan for forever. I own a house,
Yeah.
so I got a mortgage.
Cool, man. Yeah, but hey,
Yeah.
man, congrats on getting this next long-term project. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, thank you so much, and congrats on the little one.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't sleep so much, but
I
it's all
know,
for the
I know.
good.
Definitely. Yeah, when I heard a cry on the stream and I thought it was my baby.
Uh, and I think I had to close the door, but I'm too loud, so let
No,
him
no
rest. Yeah.
worries. No worries.
Is there anything else you want to say while you're here before we end the stream?
Nope. No, I appreciate you letting give me the chance to just tell my story. I think I didn't tell it the best, but yeah, if anybody has any questions, just message me on the Discord.
Oh yeah, cool, man. Yeah, but yeah, interesting story, and it's kind of all over the place. But it's good to see that you've kind of found your little niche, and like not niche. I mean, Python. You can do just about anything in it. So good on you
Right,
for
right.
choosing Python.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a little afraid of JavaScript. I've tried to avoid it, so too
Oh
many
yeah, you
brackets.
should. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Hey man. Hey, thanks. Take care then, man. All the best.
All right, yeah. Thank you.
See you on the
Appreciate it.
Discord. See ya.
See ya.
Hey guys, that was pretty cool, wasn't it? That's an interesting story right there. You don't often see these kind of stories. Hardware repair for Uniqlo walkie-talkies. Hardware repair for Uniqlo walkie-talkies. Server room IBM hardware. Working the night shifts. Studying Python I think while he's at work. Also raising a family, guys. If you didn't hear that one, raising a few kids there. It's quite rough. And finding his first programming job, which only paid Niju Niman Gosen per month, which is like you can find nearly every English teaching job pays more that or more, and you don't have the same stress. You're not working crazy hours if you teach English. So yeah, the first job's always hardest, but the 1.5 in Rakuten, I think that's the big change. That's the big change there. There's a Hiro's not probably not in the chat, but there's a guy in our Discord called Hiro. Yeah, he's half Japanese, half Peruvian, but he's just got himself into Rakuten, so good on him. He can get that experience that he needs. Do 2 years in Rakuten, guys. If you're a beginner, try and get Rakuten for 2 years. You pretty much can go. You can go to a lot of places after that. Then he went through freelance. By the way, it was LivTech. I'm guessing also doing LivTech doing Python. And now he's going to a car company. Good on him. With like I think a 5-year contract. It's all good. He'll be fine after 5 years. No problem at all. Okay, how do I get out of this room? That was a great chat. We also talked about stealing Japanese dev job, but always an interesting conversation. No one-on-one today. No living out of Tokyo talk, but yeah, that was a wholesome chat. Another great one. Another good one. A great one. A good one. Another good one. Pretty fascinating, says Tabula. It is. Nice heart reactions. Yep, we need some more heart reactions. That was great, wasn't it? You got some great insight right there. Tabla says, hey Tyrone, what's your experience with bridge system engineer like? I'm interviewing for an Indian company for that position tomorrow. Bridge system engineer? Look, if you're in India, I don't know the situation with bridge system engineers, but I know in Vietnam and Japan has a lot of that. But you have to speak Vietnamese, of course. And I don't know how India works with other countries, so I cannot say too much. I know a lot about Vietnam and offshore with Japan, but it's a solid position. But soon with translations and AI, these bridge system engineers will have maybe less. I think bridge system engineers will be gone before engineers are gone. That's my honest opinion about bridge system engineers. I was doing it for a while too. I was a bridge system engineer for a Vietnamese company, 2 Japanese companies, and the way the AI is looking with translations and even the auto translations of audio, I think I saw it's pretty good. I saw Sam Hyde speaking Japanese with an accent. Like, that's pretty amazing. I don't know if you can do that real time. If you can do real time translations with AI, I don't know why you would need I don't know why would you need a bridge system engineer. Because you just add layers of middlemen to an issue. What is a bridge system engineer? It's when the engineer does not speak the language of the project manager in most cases. So the project manager has to manage a project, so they have technical documentations all in the manager's language, let's say Japanese. The engineers could be in Vietnam, they don't speak Japanese, so you'd have a type of technical manager between both the engineers and the manager. All communications will go through the bridge system engineer. The bridge system engineer will be doing the stand-ups together and explaining what the engineers are doing, what they've done, and also make sure that if there are any issues with the manager, he would go straight to the bridge system engineer and say, tell the monkey coders to do X, Y, and Z, and that's how it would work. Masashin says, hi, I enjoy your channel when it pops up on my feed from time to time. Just wondering, do you have any videos RE spouse or PRSOR holders? Yeah, there's quite a few. I have a few about visas, but I'm not going through the exact details of it. I don't deep dive in topics, guys, and give you the right answers on things like visas. It's just not. I'm just not really. I don't want to talk about. I don't want to give the wrong information about things like visas. I see. Did you feel like you couldn't do as much coding because of bridge system engineer? No, my case was a little different because I was bridge system engineering and writing code at the same time. So for example, they would ask me to, I was doing bridge system engineering and also coding, but if you're just a bridge system engineer, you won't be writing code. You'll be looking at it. You might have to look at it and explain something to the manager. If you have to make some type of technical, if to explain things technically, you might have to do that. But in general, you won't be touching the code, or you won't be touching code. I'm fluent in BS, so I can converse with all project managers. Very good. Skilda says, how is low-level dev jobs? I'm currently a university student and I'm making my own game engine for now as a learning project. With all respect, but web dev is not my cup of tea. Yeah, it's not my cup of tea either, but it just pays the bills. Good. You wanna do game engine stuff? Okay, enjoy. There's actually game engineers in the DevIppo server. You want to do it? Very good. Enjoy that. If that's what you want to do, enjoy it. But if you're just a soy dev, you just learn React or Vue and you're good. But if you really like game engines, just enjoy. You'll be working a lot of hard hours at a game company. That's all I know about game devs. They get chewed up worse than any other dev. Is there any other dev out there? Is there any other dev or engineer that gets chewed up and spat out more or worse than game devs? I don't know. Web development is easy compared to all that stuff. We just make tables, we make forms, we add validations to forms, we add all this we add a lot of complexity to it when it's all just table and forms. Abstract Phil says, for example, .NET is way more popular in Ohio than React and Node, but it's the opposite in California. Code with Jonathan says, Japanese companies don't really prefer to hire someone abroad as a contractor. They are really strict with it. The only company that does this, as far as I know, is Simple Easy. Well, you have to, okay, look, I love Simple Easy. Utah's the man, but he is the third man in the chain of the project. So he couldn't hire me because he couldn't pay me because he's the third person in the food chain. The reason he subcontracts to foreigners is because he can't pay more than 4-5K. He can't pay more than Yonjuman Gojuman. I don't think he can even pay Gojuman 500,000 yen to an engineer. The most he can pay is probably 400,000, and that's how much I would pay you. I would get a project, and I will ask the guy, I'll give an example, coding with Jonathan. I think you're from. I can get a project pretty easily. I can get a one person per month, Hachijuman, right? Then I would pay some foreign guy somewhere, Yonjuman. So I would pocket 400,000 per month. This is yen. I don't know any other currency right now. So the reason why a lot of these guys are going overseas is because they're taking their cut. They can't afford to hire local in many cases. They can't afford to hire local. Which is why you also see now with these small companies where the CEO speaks English, they bring in engineers and pay them under the Yonjuman per month. I'm not saying it's bad or good, this is just the way it is. Okay, we'll just leave it light and bright. Bright and lighting. Light, bright. And you also, the contractor is such a risk. There's such a risk. If they're going to pay someone in Eastern Europe $5,000 per month, they can get two guys from Vietnam who speak Japanese remote for that much. And Vietnamese know how, lately the Vietnamese engineers understand how Japanese people work. They have contracts with large corporations in Japan. They are hiring, oh shit, my camera's on. You're seeing my face right up. Okay, that's fine too. It's a lot brighter. Vietnam's making a lot of money off Japan. A lot of money. And also they're making money off Korea. With offshore. Rakuten, no coding, but was it a contractor full-time? Everything is a CRUD app. Well, if it's not a CRUD app, what is it? Oh, no, not everything. Look, if it's front-end only, it's not a CRUD app. Majority front-end. If it's like dashboards, interactive dashboards, if it's a game, it's not really CRUD. But it's funny people say everything, like it's as if no one's worked on anything else. No one's worked on IoT solutions. Everyone's making a to-do app and getting paid a lot of money. Okay, cool, man. That's true. Maybe. Gaza says consulting get pretty bad depending on how the project goes, but I imagine it's not too different when freelancing goes bad. Not sure how to answer that. Game development is the worst field for coding related jobs. Highly competitive, difficult, few jobs around and lower pay. Yeah, that's Diego. That's a sense I get when I listen to gaming engineers in my Discord, which I don't have a lot of people I know that are in the gaming industry. Oh, Daniel got his job through a recruiter. Very good. That's why I think, guys, I think there is a time when who are recruiters for? Recruiters are for people with I'm so tired. People with experience. That's all I'm going to say. Recruiters are for... I'm so tired, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired. Recruiters are for people with experience. I have to walk my dog like really early morning, so I'm wasted. Let me check the chats real quick, guys. Anyone experiencing embedded systems? Quite a few embedded systems engineers around here. Checking the chats real quick, guys. Okay, so what's happening here? Oh, my screen froze. That's fine. I don't even need my screen. Raiden says, a lot of Vietnamese in my company. Raiden, what kind of company do you work in? Don't tell you the name, but is it like a large tech company or just an average... I forgot. I've seen your name around. But yeah, there are a lot of Vietnamese in Japan now. Also Myanmar. They're increasing in engineers from Myanmar. I don't know why. But that's the way it's going. Bryden says, I want to create a SaaS business. Good luck. But Chuck, rest in peace for working at a game company. Found the job in DevIppo Discord. Yeah, DevIppo Discord mentioned. Yeah, I don't like this angle. Sorry, I'm going to change this. I really don't like this angle. It's a terrible angle. kind of like I'm staring into your eyes, trying to be romantic. Highly recommend the server, guaranteed job. And yeah, Woodchuck, you're quite lucky because there's very few people in the server with your situation where you're not employed and have no experience. Very few people. But hey man, good on you. You're in there chatting with everyone, trying to get discussions, making memes, joking around, and man, you did it. You made it through the DevIppo Discord server. It's amazing. Thanks to the guy who hired you. Yeah, Code with Jonathan says web dev can also be difficult depending on the project. There are projects that you have to do 3D websites with 3JS. Maybe you can offer streaming services, also a lot of things in the back end. Yeah, I mean, everything's not crud. Anyone who's experienced making full stack applications for any of these large corporations, you know it's not just crud. And if it's just crud, oh wait, I wish it was just crud. But it's not always just crud. It's a fintech company. Well, you've got a lot of Vietnamese then. Good on you. Good on them. Haven't met any Myanmar guy in my work. Yeah, I've met a few because I've also met Myanmar offshore companies coming to sell their services to Japanese companies, and they're trying to undercut They're undercutting Vietnam. I think Vietnam has, stronghold on offshore development in Japan. And they have a lot of Vietnam has a lot of young people. That's what I know. Vietnam has a lot of young guys ready to work, and they're really smart. They're ready to work and they're really smart. Raiden says for Myanmar because of the civil war. No, it's actually Myanmar was before the civil war. It was before that. And so Raiden says Indonesians, increase of Indonesians lately. I live in Megoroku, and I think there's an Indonesian embassy there, which sometimes you see a line of them. It's not just for IT. They're doing the work visa for the low-skilled labor jobs. Oh, look, I got an interesting comment here. I'm not a soy boy, from Alex. I'm no soy boy. I have N2. I understand the culture for the past 2 decades. I build good shit. I just live in Hokkaido and I'm 39. I don't know why you can't work IT in Japan. 2 decades. I build good shit. I just live in Hokkaido and I'm 30. Yeah, I don't know why someone would. I have no idea why would someone say that. Yeah, a lot of Indonesians lately. Chinese, always a lot of Chinese, Taiwanese, South Koreans. Yep. This angle is good. We can see the Pokemon cards. I might sell them soon. I might sell the Eevee Heroes box for a discount. Cash in hand. Raiden says knowing Japanese gives you the edge. It does. It just helps. Look, I'm not worried to be unemployed in Japan. I'm not worried about that. I would, if I'm in New Zealand, I'd be worried. If I'm in Australia, I'd be worried. I'd be scared. I might be unemployed soon. That's what I'd be worried about. In Japan, I'm not worried about being unemployed. That's the way it is around here. I've never heard of anyone, if you speak Japanese and you're in tech, I've never heard someone saying, I'm scared that I will be unemployed. I'm worried of being unemployed. Skoda says any Skoda knowledge says anyone with a country that doesn't allow you to give up your nationality has a Japanese citizenship. I read the Japanese law for it and actually allows you to be a dual citizen. I think you're allowed to be dual citizen, but they will appreciate it if you will, give up one of your passports. Like, they want you to choose, but they can't force you. That's my understanding. Bryden says, I wish it was all crud too. I've been a VP for a company by now. Then if it was that the case. Yeah, it's not all. Ideally, it's all crud, but you know it's not. It's a whole bunch of BS. That's basically web development. Konata says, any advice for improving Japanese speaking skills? I find it quite hard without an environment where I can try and actually speak the language. You just got to find a community where you got to do Japanese immersion. Look up immersion Japanese. That's the best way you can go at it. Daniel Nation says, I'm also 39. Forgot to mention that I didn't get my first software job until I was 34. And that's the awesome thing about Daniel is he's 39 now, but his first job until he was 34. So that's why when someone says, I'm 30, do I have a chance? I was like, bro, why are you asking me? Go and do it yourself. I can't answer that for you. I can tell you I know guys who are in their 30s to late 30s getting IT jobs. It was in the chat here, I don't know if he's still here, but Diego got his first, I think, tech job at like 36, 37 maybe. He might be just 1 year older than me, or maybe 35. So who knows, man? I'm not saying it's easy, and I'm not saying that you can't. I'm just saying do it yourself. Find out yourself. Go and hustle. Kikoshi says, that's the EV Heroes box. Damn. Yeah, the EV Heroes box is... how much is the EV Heroes box? How much is the EV's Heroes box? Let's see how much is an EV gym box. I've got 2 gym boxes. Let's go on eBay. So it's USD $1,788. I've Niju Hachiman 280,000. 280,000. I've got 2 of these. I've got 2 of these just over here on my side here. And oh shit, you can't see my screen. I need to show my screen. This is really important. I'm trying to sell. I've got 2 of these EV Hero boxes, which is currently on eBay for $1,788 USD. 280,000 yen. I've got 2 of these. I'm not going to say how much I bought it for. I bought it a few years ago. Daniel says dual citizenship is a super interesting topic in Japan. Yeah, the kids can choose when they're 18, right, Daniel? Yeah, that's what I have to get my kid his New Zealand passport this month. I want him to have a New Zealand passport. I want him the option to be a Kiwi. Says Armand Uluwan says, I'm 35. Do I still get a chance of working in Japan? I worked before in Japanese automotive. Armand, if you speak Japanese, you might have a chance. But also, the guys I'm talking about here live in Japan. If you're in Japan 35, okay then. It's a lot easier. Yeah, Woodchuck is right. Man, if you're not in Japan and don't speak Japanese, it's highly unlikely. It's it's not even insert ads. I don't insert ads. I hope you guys didn't see an ad. I said insert ad. I have to be straight up, Aman. If you don't speak Japanese and you're not here, and you're at your 35, very little chance. Yeah, so anyway, I have this EV Heroes box, 2 of them. I think I should sell it right now. Aman says, I guess going to Japan to start learning first. Yeah, but what's your skill set? That's first. What's your skill set? What do you want to do? I've got 2 of these and a few other Pokemon boxes I'm trying to sell soon. Maybe I won't sell them soon, but no rush. So I've got about, what's that? I'll just sell it for 20万. Under 20万? 18万でもいい. I'm not hurting for money, but anyway, I can sell it when I need to quickly get some cash. I'd buy it if I had the money. It's getting late. I think we had a good stream. I'm really happy with everyone chatting in the chat. Keeps me busy, keeps me yapping. And if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be making this stream. Yeah, man, we can't give you life. Advice about this stuff. This is it's a bit too much for us. Sorry. Selling watches in your country, like I have no idea about this stuff. You should talk to someone in your country who knows what's happening. Yep. So yeah, I think that's it, guys. It's late. It's 11:20. I've got to walk my dog like early morning. I've got to help out with the baby and all that stuff, and I've got to get ready for work. Work is pay the bills, pay for rent, pay for whiskey, things of that nature. Thank you very much, guys, for chatting. Thank you for the Daniel, special thank you. That's awesome chat. Great stream. As always, Happy New Year, guys. Let's make this a good year. Make systems, not goals. Thank you, Aya, always here. Aman, thank you for chatting, even though we probably can't help you. Much appreciated, guys. Take care. Take care of yourself. Good night. Yeah, thanks, Daniel. Big thanks. Thanks, guys. Good. Or Woodchuck, the man of the month. Good night, Andrew. I see you. I know you. I know who you are. Thank you very much for you've been here for a while. Take care. Oyasumi. Thanks, Gaza. Have a good one. Thank you very much.